Here's a little garden tip.
From our garden to yours. I have two members of the Southern Pride 4-H Club with me today, Jack and Clay Cravey. They each have an animal to show at the Central Florida Fair this year. One has a hog and the other a steer. I want to hear all about their animals and what it takes to have a 4-H project ready in time to show at the fair. Welcome, Clay and Jack.
How you doing?
Good morning. So you're having animal projects ready for the fair.
Yes, ma'am.
So Clay, tell me a little bit about your project. You have a steer, correct?
Yes, ma'am. I have a steer. I've been raising him for a few months now. He weighs right now, I weighed him yesterday. He weighs 1,050, I think. Yeah, 1150. Yes, ma'am.
It's a big animal.
Yes,
so you said you've been raising him for a few months. So really, you got him as he wasn't a baby then, or a little.
No, ma'am. He was
calf.
10 months old when I got him, and I've had him for about 7 months. So he's about 17 months old right now.
About 17 months
yes,
old.
Ma'am.
And Jack, tell me, you have a hog, right?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
And so is it the same with your hog? You've only been raising it for a few months?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
And how much does your hog weigh right now?
My hog weighs right now about 175.
175?
Yes, ma'am.
It's a big animal.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
you did the same thing. You've been raising it for a few months.
Yes, ma'am, I have.
So tell me, Clay, a little bit about what it means when you're saying you're raising it. What's
Well,
involved?
When we get him, like you just have to feed him every day and take care of him. I had like with the steers, you have to break. When you get him, the steer's not broke at all. He just basically a wild animal. You have to halter him up and you have to break him, and then you have to get where you can work him with the show cane and get him where he'll set up nice. And is basically what you do with the hog. It's not so much like with the hog. What you can do is you just get the hog and you just mess with them every day a little bit, and kind of tames them down. So.
And how much does, just out of my curiosity, Jack, how much does a hog eat every day?
A hog eats up to like 6 pounds a day. Yes,
Up to
ma'am.
6 pounds of food a day?
Yes,
and do you feed them twice a day? Morning and night?
We feed them twice a day, but my pig's a little behind on her weight, so we gotta feed in the middle of the day too at lunchtime. So yes, ma'am, we're feeding 3 pounds a day then.
Is the, oh, go ahead, say it again.
We have to feed, they're feeding 3 times a day today, so.
Oh, okay.
Like,
because the weight's an important part of showing the animal?
Yes,
the weight,
ma'am.
it goes in a certain weight class?
Yes, ma'am. Right, so like the steers, they have to be 1,000 pounds at fair time, and the pigs, I think they have to be like, 240.
Yes, ma'am.
240?
Yes,
240,
ma'am.
230.
So apparently you've shown them before, and it looks
Yes,
like you
ma'am.
brought some awards with you. Could you show me your award? And Jack, what's this one for?
This one's for Skillathon.
Okay, and you can see this was at the Central Florida Fair.
Yes, ma'am.
And
A Skillathon is like a test you take to see how much knowledge you have about your animal and how to explain it and stuff.
it talks about all the care and things, so it's all about, and it's about the animal
like
itself.
How you take care of it,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
And like I think this year the Skillathon's on the digestive tract, and like we have to know the whole digestive tract.
And that's all
So-
part of the project, right?
Yes,
ma'am.
The 4-H project. How about you, Clay? What do you have?
This one here, this is the champion shower. Like what happened was like a few years back, I won every category there was in steer, like at the fair, and they just give you this for an overall. Like if you win so many awards, like you get this trophy here. So
It's an impressive
Yes, ma'am.
trophy, and you're both wearing belt buckles, which are also
ma'am.
part of the awards, correct?
Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
So tell me what happens to the animal after the shows at the fair.
Well, what happens is you like you say you buy an animal at the fair, then they'll take them to a packer, and then you can get them like cut up the way you want to, and then you get to eat them. So
They're auctioned off, though, aren't
Yes,
they?
ma'am,
And
right.
then
Yes,
certain
at the
people
fair.
buy them, and then they actually own the animal and would get them slaughtered and have the
Right.
meat
Yes,
for
ma'am.
their consumption.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
So we have just a little bit of time left. Tell me what your favorite thing is about 4-H.
My favorite thing is when we go to fair, I get to show my animals and I get to see all my friends and stuff.
And how about you,
Yes,
Clay?
ma'am. Same thing.
The same thing.
So,
So you have a lot of friends in
Right.
4-H. Well, I want to thank you both for being here today and wish you good luck in your showing of your animals at the fair.
Yes, ma'am.
yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Well, thank you very much.
Have you ever thought about raising an animal to show at the fair? If you have, but you don't know how to begin, you can call the 4-H office and they will help you get started.